Recording right now?
I am right now. And
Yeah!
oh my god, Pinger, why? Instant. No. Instant fucking regret. Hello, everyone.
Welcome to Ear Rape.
Wow. Hello,
I mean,
everyone. Hey, let me do my introduction, you bitches. Anyway.
Yeah.
So, hello, I am streaming an impromptu stream. Some of you are probably going to be notified about this later, so wink, wink, nudge, nudge. Check out the full video and possibly the highlights video when it goes up on my channel. Anyway, today I am joined by Cybernetic Pink Eye
Hello.
and Pinger Surprise.
Cuckoo.
Yay! I'm joined by them today because you may notice on the screen this is a slightly more. I love their, company either way, but we're going to be doing something a little bit more chill today. I say that with Pinger and Griffin in a call with me.
Yay.
Not sure what you were expecting.
True. But
I mean, at the same time, I had to support your screams during the editing, you know?
that's true, and now there's going to be more incentive for me to scream. You may notice that there are a couple of new little gadget thingies on the screen. At least I hope you can see some of that. Hopefully that's coming through. Yeah, looks like it is. Sorry. One of the reasons for this stream today is to try and test out some new little features just to try and make sure that these things are, that they're working out. Which, quite frankly, the big ones are, like, obviously the chat box, which seems to be doing just fine. There is the tip jar in the lower right hand.
Yep.
There is the donation tracker, which brings up that there are now donations available. If you look if you actually check underneath the streaming video, under the social tab, you should actually be able to find a link to the actual donation space, anyone who might be interested in that. But, I know, spending a lot of time talking about the donations. Well, that is something that I admittedly wanted to see if I could test today. So,
Give us your money.
all that you got.
Just fuck it on over.
Oh, just fuck it on over. Anyway,
Yeah.
please don't actually
inside
do that.
jokes.
I mean, yeah. I will say that that's not actually a requirement. Today I'm going to be working on some art for some upcoming videos. This one in particular is quite a ways off. But we're still in the recording stage for it, but I'm trying to do what I can to take care of the art. But here's the other thing. If you do donate today, then it's like, $1 or $2, I will do a doodle by your request. I can't guarantee that I can do an excellent job of any doodle that I do. It's going to be something that'll take me anywhere from 5 to 10 minutes in order to pull off. So more complicated than that, then I probably will not do it. I will not do Not Safe for Work for multiple reasons, including the fact that Twitch will probably assassinate me in my room if I were to do that.
Yeah, probably for the best that you don't swat
Yeah.
yourself.
I can't guarantee the ability to do anything furry-wise. I know that I can't do much in terms of mech. If you want an android, it's gonna have to look really human. So, ooh, yeah, I know that feeling. What money? Gee, I wonder why I set up donations. But the idea is, honestly, I'm going to be working on this anyway. I wanted to test out these gadgets, which so far seems to be going really good. Well, I'm sorry you closed the tab there, but hopefully you'll catch up and get to enjoy the show. So, yes. This is, like I said, I'm working on some art for a thing that I am working on.
Yes.
And
Top secret.
This is not exactly secret. I ain't keeping it a secret from nobody's. I'm streaming it, ain't I?
Yes,
It's
but the
also-
context thereof is still under wraps.
True.
Yeah.
And it's not exactly like this is particularly revealing here.
Yeah. Also, Top Secret is one of my favorite comedic movies.
Really?
Yeah.
Nice.
I just love absurd things. So of course this is gonna be one of the movies for me.
You like
Yes,
absurd things, you say?
Yep.
I mean,
never would have guessed.
In that case, Pinger, I would look up any of the the spy movies by Leslie Nielsen from the 80s and 90s, like Spy
Whoa.
Hard, for example. It has an
Oh.
opening musical number by Weird Al.
Oh.
Yeah.
Yes, it's
Yeah.
Pinger. Pinger is in call with us.
Yes.
Yes.
Hello.
Of course, he has to put on a voice to announce himself. Hello.
Yes, and he does have breaks between teaching Gabe dirty words on his streams.
Oh,
Yes.
dirty words, you say?
Uh-huh.
In French, of course.
Well, I
Of
mean,
course.
yeah. I mean, everyone says, "Pardon my French,"
Mm-hmm.
when they mean I have no accountability whatsoever for, yeah, anything.
I
Anyway,
can't tell if that's racist or not.
I mean, it's not far from the truth because we're probably one of the languages that has the most bad words.
I mean, that's fair. Like that's the funny thing. Like a lot of people say, "Oh, like French is the language of love and it's so romantic," but really, if you actually understand what the fuck people are saying, they're
Yeah.
just as dirty and grimy as the rest of us.
I mean, technically, France is a romantic language, much like English is.
I mean, it depends on who you ask.
No, romantic meaning of the Roman descent.
Okay.
Romantic
that's-
literally refers to a branch of languages that actually begin with Latin as a base.
That's fair.
Yeah. Yeah.
So yes, actually.
And that's why in France we think Italian is the language of love.
Well, that's another one that actually people do associate with literally romantic languages. Of
Yeah.
course.
Like you'd think that we French people would be proud of being like considered the language of love, but no, actually we think Italian is the language of love.
I mean,
Curiously.
that's the thing, dude. Like, romance and mystery is found in the unknown and what you do not understand. Like the reason, like, you often hear like, especially with white people, is like, "Oh, your language is so beautiful. It's so mysterious." It's like, you have any fucking idea how difficult it is to learn English when it's not your first language?
Oh yeah.
Like English is one of the biggest clusterfucks of a spoken language out there.
Speaking as an
Yeah.
English major, abso-fucking-lutely.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, I still love it to death. And yes, the language of lewd, accurate. Ha ha
Yeah.
hum baguette.
Like,
See,
no holds barred, apparently.
You're very lucky that Pinger is one of them people who has a sense of humor about this kind of thing. He actually literally joined our call with a ha ha ha. So,
Maybe son of a bitch.
you
Yep.
Mimi bastard. He actually brought up the baguette thing. What was it? It's a rotten baguette.
Ugh.
What was it? I'm sorry. I am not so well versed in the memes.
Bullshit.
I'm not. You're more. You are a meme, so you're more well versed in them than I am.
Not by choice. I'm not.
No, it's okay, dude. I'm mostly just teasing, actually. What the? Oh,
Yeah.
fucking Christ. All right. Anyway.
God, I still remember the first time I discovered Pinger. It was on the it was actually the one of the stream highlights, possibly even the first, where you were teaching Gabe French.
You discovered.
That was the first,
Pinger?
yeah.
Did you?
Yeah.
Did you stick a flag in him when you discovered him?
Well, not while the camera was rolling. No. No, but like it was like one of the first things it was the first thing I saw of Pinger, and it was when they were talking about like Pokemon names in French, and the subject of Pikachu came up.
Yes.
God, and
Yes,
the thing
because
is like,
we were like, because we were like, Pikachu has never been translated either in English or French, so we were like, how could it be translated into French? Like, should we because Pikachu is supposed to mean like electric mouse.
Yes.
Yeah.
Something like that.
So, yeah. So we were trying to come up with a name that would be a
like
a
electric.
genealogy. Like electric mouse, but shorter. Yeah.
Yeah, like, and I think like one of the rough translations was like electric squirrel, which ended up being a sutrik.
Yeah. Well.
Unfortunately.
Unfortunately, Sutrik, like, trick in itself means boner.
Ah. So wait,
And that's
electric
Gabe.
boner?
And Gabe was the one who came up with that.
Well, fucking course. He spent 5 years living in Montreal.
I mean, no, he came up with that, but accidentally. He didn't know what trick meant.
Yeah.
Oh my lord.
So he said that. Of course, me and another Frenchman were like, whoa, whoa there.
Electric penis.
Easy, Seabiscuit.
Is that what? So. So okay, electric penis. That's great.
All right then. So Pikachu's English translation is electrinus then.
Electrinus.
Electrinus.
That sounds like a condition you need a prescription drug to treat.
Well. And now you gotta get to see how I do my arts and things like that.
I don't know what to do, Doc. I've got a bad case of the electrinus. Just take a cold shower, you'll be fine. Actually, on second thought, maybe not.
Not, yes. Maybe that's not a good idea.
Maybe not. Possibly not.
Oh, God.
Death by electrinus. Shit.
Oh. No,
Ripping pepperoni.
You know what? There are worse ways to go than in pepperoni.
I mean, that's fair.
Do you still have any left, by the way?
I used it all up.
You bitch.
Okay, so for reference, Laura visited my place about a week back, and she was there for 2 weeks. And one of the things we did was we experimented with food. We took like a puff pastry, like not Pillsbury dough, like the store brand stuff, and we rolled it up with various cheeses we bought from a local cheese factory, as well as some pepperoni, and we dipped it in an assortment of sauces. So there's kind of like, they're basically homemade pizza puffs or
pizza pockets.
Thank you. Yeah, pizza pockets.
I can't believe that Griffin managed to actually forget for a minute the word pizza pockets.
Listen, I don't eat them very often, all right?
Clearly. You must hate food.
It's quite the opposite, actually. I adore English. I
adore?
adore food. I just don't eat the good stuff very often.
Uh-huh.
Case in point, those tacos.
Jesus Christ. Okay, do you want to talk about that live?
Sure.
Do you want to talk about that? Okay, so this bitch. All right. So I go out to meet him. I go out to meet this motherfucker. And one of the first night that we get there, the only thing that's going to be open at that time in the morning was like a Taco Bell drive-through thing. Well, that in itself was its own adventure because the person in front of us decided to step out of their car and go wandering off to go stare at a chain link fence for a few minutes. And then, of course, when the other cars in front of it pulled up, he decided to, like we're kind of like, we need to move. So Griffin very lightly tapped his horn. And the guy came wandering back and took a very deliberate middle finger up at Griffin for honking at him, despite the fact that he, in a drive-through lane, decided to go strolling off into La La Land.
It was like a drunk, hangry Bigfoot.
Something like that. Anyway.
I mean, yeah.
So, that first night we got some Taco Bell, and I got quite a bit of it, and before the end of the night I was like, I'm full and I'm tired and I'm gonna go get some sleep because I just traveled for 12 fucking hours. Mm-hmm. So, I then decide, I'm like, I want to preserve these, I want to save these so that I can, have something to eat tomorrow and so that we don't have to have, immediately leaping out the door to go try and get some food. So I put them in the fridge, and then I promptly forgot them for almost the entirety of my fucking stay. Yep. Good point, Vigilant. But anyway, so I forgot them for the entirety of my 2-week stay. Apparently, a few days after I leave, Griffin decides to be adventurous.
Okay, listen. For reference, I had just lost my job, and so I was gonna try and be careful with money, and so I didn't want to waste any food, and so I saw there were these 4 tacos in the Ziploc bag, and like, fuck it. I mean, it's bad to waste food, like regardless of whether or not it's 2-week-old Taco Bell. So I decided I would combine that with some of the sauce packets left over, as well as some of the cheese that was still left over from when we went to the cheese factory.
So, and also the sauce packets, by the way. I asked for like a pretty standard of the sauce packets that they have at the Taco Bell, and he got me fucking mild. This bitch got me mild hot sauce.
Listen, when you say standard or regular, that generally implies the lowest rung of the ladder.
What has ever indicated to you that I like my hot sauce mild?
I don't fucking know. You specified regular, and so I went with the basic bitch sauce. You gotta specify if you want some heat.
Oh, gosh. Okay.
I mean, you're the one who's always afraid to go near Tapatio.
Tapatio? I'm not afraid to go near it. I just don't particularly like the flavor.
Jesus.
What the fuck are you talking? Listen to him slandering me. Do you hear this, Pinger? He's slandering me about my fucking hot sauce. I am not afraid of the Tapatio.
Uh-huh.
Uh-huh. Indeed. You fucking.
I just picture Pinger just slowly like sliding back, like a la Homer Simpson into the bush.
I was about to say, I'm from French. I turned into Swiss.
Oh. Shots fired. Actually, if it's the Swiss, it wouldn't be.
I was gonna. Well, does that mean that you're a holy man now?
There is nothing holy about anyone here.
Excuse you, I'm pretty divine.
I mean...
Uh...
Oh, I love the support from the people.
Again, when even the Frenchman is hesitant to speak up.
You know what? Fuck you both. I am being slandered in my own stream. Hello. Yeah, no, this is actually very impromptu. Welcome to the stream. This is literally just me doing some art stuff. I'm joined by Cybernetic Pink Eye, aka Griffin, and Pinger.
Yeah.
Yeah.
AKA French asshole.
I mean, okay, so asshole and French asshole. There we go. Why do I invite you guys in with me? You're just mean.
Tweedledum and Tweedledummer.
Excuse you.
To be fair, I called the dumber.
I mean, no. I just called him Grayfin. Well, he's a little gray around the gills too, yes.
I was gonna say, what am I, a fucking shark?
I mean, after eating those fucking tacos, I can't believe it still! I still cannot, like, I was saying, so, okay, that subject even came up because I had picked up some little, like, smokies things to put into Pigs in a Blanket, but I was kind of worried a little bit about the color of them, and I was mentioning, well, I mean, if I get violently sick tonight, I guess we'll know that this was a bad decision. And so he's like, yeah, speaking of bad decisions, guess what I ate? Remember those tacos? And I was like, you fucking idiot.
Again, I'm not gonna waste food when I have no job to buy new groceries.
But they were 2 weeks old!
They're still food, technically.
Oh, technically, yes. Well, I suppose penicillin counts as food, too.
You're not wrong. Remember, kids, mold is just a way.
An antibiotic.
Yeah.
This motherfucker.
The more you know.
And I love you were like, oh yeah, I just lost my job. Like, as if that wasn't something that you were doing. Like, you don't enjoy that shit.
Oh, I mean, don't get me wrong. I'm thrilled to be rid of that fucking job. I'm just saying I have to be careful with money.
Uh-huh. Yeah, you gotta be... I left you a fully stocked fridge.
Yes, and part of that stock was the 2-week-old tacos.
No, that was not an intentional stock! That's not what I left behind for you. I left it behind because I forgot.
This is your legacy.
Man. If you get poisoned because of me, I'm going to be so mad at you.
Oh, it's been a couple days. I seem to be fine.
Fine is a stretch, and you know it.
I mean... Oh, Christ on a stick.
So yeah, that was our adventures. Adventures in Griffin poisoning himself.
Again, I love how out of the 2 weeks you were here, that's the big takeaway
What?
that instantly comes to mind.
No, there's plenty more that happened on our trip, but that was just the thing that made me go, "What the fuck, Griffin?"
Oh, as if I don't already, like, spur that from you on a daily basis.
I mean, true, but that's beside the point.
I mean, guys, God knows I've got one of the darkest senses of humor I know.
Okay, but you say that, but you remember that thing that I said when we were watching the thing. Okay. You know, when we were watching that Electropinus, sorry. Anyway. No, so, okay. We were watching The Dead Poet Society because that was not a movie that Griffin has actually seen before, and it's one of those...
Minor spoiler warning.
Yes, that's true. Although it has been out for many, many years.
True, but even so, if you haven't seen the movie, you might want to consider covering your ears for the next couple minutes.
No, anyway, so it's a good classic movie. If you haven't seen it, I do highly recommend it. It stars Robin Williams and some other actors that you might actually find familiar. It's an excellent movie about challenging your expectations when it comes to what you get out of your education and learning to find some free thinking capacity despite your surroundings. So to that extent, at some point there is a character who unfortunately passes away. Now, there's a little bit of context to this, and this is the spoiler territory, but there was someone who was, okay, so there's one character who is consistently given a set of, like a desktop set. It has, like, a wooden board, it has, like, you know, things to store pens and papers and stuff like that. And he got this for his birthday, which upset him because he got the exact same one on his last birthday, and you know, his comment is, "I didn't even like it the first time." So his friend encourages him to test its flake capability, and anyway. And then at the end of that scene, he says, "Don't worry, you'll get another one next year." So fast forward, and this character has died, and the character who got the desktop thing every year goes running out miserable into the snow in his grief. And as the camera is panning back, I say, "Don't worry, he'll get another one next year."
At which point I have to pause, turn to Lore, and say, "Did you just pull a me?"
I could always pull a you if you want.
Listen.
Oh.
Mm-hmm.
Oh my god.
I have the feeling I may have just made Meredy throw their phone again.
Oh shit. I mean, us three, to be honest.
You fucking asshope.
I threw my pencil, says Meredy.
Fucking asshope.
You know what? That's kind of now your nickname. You are an asshope.
I am asshope for the future. It's a bird. It's a plane. No, it's asshope.
Oh shit.
It almost kind of sounds like you're saying
Literally.
ass. Yeah, I was gonna say it almost says. It almost sounds like you're saying ass soap, which, if you need to specialize that much.
I mean, I'm actually gonna find that in Spencer's.
No, you can't. You don't. You go into Spencer's and you immediately noom the fuck right out of there.
Okay, so for reference,
Uh-huh.
one of the things Laura and I did while she was over is we we did a just general walk around of the local mall here, and one of the places she wanted to check out was Spencer's Gifts, which for anyone who is unfamiliar, it's basically just one of the countless Hot Topic copycats out there. And we walked in, and we noticed before too terribly long that there was a adult section, so to speak. At which point, Laura decides to check it out for whatever morbid curiosity may have motivated her, whereas I simply noped out of that section and went to the other end of the store.
He literally turned to the corner, saw what it was, went nope, and zoomed all the way to the other side of the fucking store. So I checked it out because of not just curiosity, but just in general. I'd not seen that in an actual store before, so I was like curious to see what kind of selection they had. Which is to say, it was actually pretty piss poor. A lot of novelty stuff, but nothing that you could find particularly useful. Basically, it was baby's first sex store. Anyway,
I want you to think about what you just said.
Yes. I don't have to think
and
about
realize how wrong it is and on how many levels.
Do you think I am not aware of how wrong I am on every fucking waking minute since I was born?
Listen.
Anyway.
Like, the best part was that, like, Laura didn't just see this like, oh, what an idiot. She fucking guffawed at her side of the store all the while. I was picking out the warheads and other candies on the other side of the store. She was losing her fucking shit.
I wasn't laughing okay, I only laughed a little bit. I actually checked them out genuinely. No, I started laughing when I came around and saw that you'd literally gone to the exact opposite. Like, I knew that you had pulled out of there. I knew that, wow, pulled out anyway. I knew that you had neumed away. I hadn't realized that you'd literally gone as far away from that corner of the store as you could possibly get to in that time frame.
So, I just love how neumed is a verb.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's the 21st century, my friend.
21st century? That's the internet. This is internet!
God, now that is a vintage meme.
Like, Griffin, you say that I'm all about onomatopoeia, but not to that point. Not to the point of using them as verbs.
I mean, that's fair. That is fair.
As to quote a famous philosopher...
I guess that's an English thing, but yeah.
God.
To quote a famous philosopher, verbing weirds language.
I mean...
Do you know who I'm fucking talking about?
No, but I have the distinct impression I'm about to find out.
Well, okay. It's a little bit outdated, and of course this was something that ended before several of you were possibly even born. But verbing weirds language came from Calvin and Hobbes. Calvin is actually talking about how language has evolved over time, where accent used to be a thing you had, and now it's a thing you do. So verbing, as in literally turning a verb into, or turning a noun into a verb, weirds, so an adjective into a verb, language.
Yeah.
God. It is kind of bizarre how fucking deep and philosophical Calvin and Hobbes got from time to time.
I mean, they were literally named after two philosophers, so that shouldn't be a surprise, actually.
Yeah. I mean, even so, when you look at, like, the basic formula for Calvin and Hobbes, like for all you babbies out there who don't remember or have never heard of Calvin and Hobbes, it was a approximately, generally a 3-panel comic that you would find in the papers, and later on in their own, like, dedicated collecting books, or collection books rather, it starring Calvin, around maybe like 10 to 12-year-old boy, and his stuffed tiger.
No, 6-year-old. He was 6 years old.
Yeah, he was very young, yes.
He was very young, and he was very verbose.
Yes, so a 6-year-old boy and his stuffed tiger / imaginary friend Hobbes, who he would take with him everywhere and have, like, you just walk around with him in the woods, make, like, box forts or inventions with him, just have general, like, he let his imagination run free in school. It was basically just the personification of every 6-year-old of like that era.
I see what you did
Yeah.
there, Merity. And yes, verbose. Very nice.
Is
Yeah.
God. But yeah, it was one of those things that it clicked a lot with me as a kid,
Same.
and I feel like it's a shame that it. Well, I mean, I suppose everything has to come to an end, but in a way, I think even though it doesn't have the same artists or writers, I don't think it sort of got a spiritual successor in Zits, which was another 3-panel comic in the papers, which I believe is still going.
I mean, that's the thing. Bill Watterson was very adamant that Calvin and Hobbes not become as commercialized as he's seen a lot of other stuff become. He was kind of like, the anti-Jim Davis.
Yeah.
He wanted to make sure that the comic itself remained structurally sound, that it was not even just relatively self-contained. Oh, hey, Onyx, welcome.
Hey.
Hello.
The good news is that you are here. Hello. And the thing is that he chose to end it because he sensed that basically the story had run its course. That there wasn't much more that he could really do with the character, or that it ran the risk of carrying on for too long. Which anyone who has seen, I mean, Garfield is literally an example of that. A comic that ended up staying on far past its expiration date. And he didn't want that for Calvin and Hobbes, so he actually chose deliberately to end it before it would become that. Oh.
Yeah.
Oh, I'm sorry to hear that, Onyx.
Oh shit.
I mean,
the Patreon thing?
is Patreon going through some format
Yeah.
changes?
No, like there was a big glitch that many Patreon, like many creators wouldn't get actually get their money.
Ah.
Huh.
Yeah. That's a glitch going on this month. But,
Oh boy, I haven't had that
Berkeley-
happen. At least I don't think I've
Yeah,
had that
apparently
happen.
didn't affect that much creators. Like
Hmm.
not anyone I know, but yeah.
Hmm.
And hello, Benio. Yes, I am
Yes.
here.
Yes.
As is the Griffin.
Yes.
Yeah.
Ah, God. But yeah, remind me, was the epilogue comic done by the original artist?
Are you talking about the one with the little girl? No, that was a fan comic.
Okay, yeah, I thought so. But basically, yeah, it was one taking place like many years in the future, where Calvin is now a husband and father, and he essentially passes Hobbes onto his daughter.
Who is named Bacon, named after Francis Bacon. In this
Hmm.
fan comic. It's a fan work.
Yeah. So I think it's a good sort of like it's good closure for the story, I feel.
I mean, yes, but honestly, the perfect closure is the one that Bill Watterson himself, with Calvin basically continuing to explore the world around him.
Oh, yeah.
And commenting on how it's a big world and how there's so much to explore in it.
Oh yeah.
Like
So
that's, exploration was a major theme of the comic, yeah.
definitely. So any of you youngins out there who are not familiar with the story, I highly recommend checking out Calvin and Hobbes. It's probably all over the internet. Just do a Google search and you'll find plenty of comics.
Calvin Hose.
I
Yes.
mean, oh God.
I hope that I am conveying the proper amount of contempt in this expression.
If that is a me face.
A you face? No,
Yeah.
that's a me face. Well, technically it's a lore face, which I suppose differentiates a little bit.
That's fair.
For those of you who don't know, the lore that I depicted in the videos on my channel that of like storyline elements is actually a fictional version of my internet version of self.
Yes.
What the fuck was that?
That was the Moe sound.
You okay, ass hope? You keep clearing your throat.
I'm fine, Verity. Just
He's just SOPing like usual.
Yes,
yeah.
he is an ass hope. Yes.
Yeah.
Snort.
Yeah.
That's how you know something is funny, is when someone loses control enough to snort. By the way, I should have probably checked this at the beginning, but how are the sound levels? Can you hear me okay versus what these assholes are talking?
Is everyone coming in loud and clear?
Am I coming through loud and clear? You know, it looks like you're actually a little bit louder. I'm gonna turn you guys down just a smidge. All right, talking.
Yeah, that might be a good idea.
Okay, that should be pretty balanced right there. Okay.
Alf?
Alf?
Wait, what?
Which one of us
What?
is Alf?
That says all.
Oh, okay, sorry. I was... Okay, listen. I don't have my
I
glasses.
wasn't,
I
Out of
was-
I
fucking
wasn't sure
nowhere.
if you were talking about the all, but then I was like, oh.
Okay, again,
I
I,
thought
don't
there
have my
was
glasses
something,
on.
you
I'm not
would-
like too close to the monitor.
Uh-huh.
I'm reclined in my chair and chilling.
Uh-huh.
So for whatever reason, I thought they said like Alf's fine or Alf's fine.
Listen, leave that in the 80s, okay?
Yes.
For anyone morbidly curious enough, type up Alf.
No.
A-L-F.
In fact, don't.
Oh, come on.
I'm sorry, just like out of nowhere cognitively, like I'm trying to decide what I'm doing. And like I hear you suddenly just say, Alf? Like, what about it?
This
Put
is
on-
just the screech of Griffin of the asshole.
Yeah. He also Yeah. He also does not like wearing his glasses unless he's got to.
Yeah,
Which-
yeah. I generally just wear them when I'm like driving or when I was, in school. I would wear them in class.
Right, well that makes sense.
Nerd.
He is a nerd, we've established this. Although we did
Yep.
find actually something kind of funny while I was out there. So we had an ongoing joke, because I'm actually a little bit
Oh, this
nearsighted.
one.
I'm a little bit nearsighted myself. So we kind of had this long-standing joke that if we ever met, there would be a couple of things that would happen. One, I would have to try and touch his floofy hair, which I did. It is indeed floofy. And I would have to try his glasses to see if there was actually any measure of compatibility. And of course the joke was is that if it was actually like a perfect prescription, that I was just going to take them and like smash them. Just in
Like, no!
No! This is not allowed! So I got out there and I do finally test it, and while it's not actually a perfect prescription, it did actually improve my ability to see things, at least when it came to things like reading. So one of the things we would actually frequently do is when we had like subtitles on the screen or something like that, I would actually wear his glasses in order to be able to see what was going on. So the prophecy kind of halfway came true, but fortunately I
Yeah.
didn't have to break his glasses.
Did you say unfortunately?
I said fortunately.
Okay.
Fortunately. Okay, no.
Listen,
Definitely
leave
no.
Carl out of this.
Hey. He is one of my top patrons. I have no idea what you're fucking talking about.
Just because he's a patron doesn't mean he has no association with 4chan.
True.
Both Ping or I can attest to his
Yep.
affiliation with 4chan, or at least his former affiliation.
He's still going there, like lurking from time to time.
Of course he is.
Yes. So, by the way, for those of you who have joined later in the stream, you may notice that there are some really fancy widgets going on the screen. You can see the tip jar on the bottom. You can see that there's now...
Widgets.
Fuck yourself, I'm in the middle of explaining shit. Anyway, there is now a chat box on the screen so that when you make a comment, it will show up not only on the screen, but in the eventual video, which is also being recorded. There's also a donation ticker at the bottom of the screen, which brings me to my final point. If you are potentially interested in donating, if you are interested in being donated, please check yourself out to the hospital, because please don't do that. Anyway. Part of the purpose of the stream today, and one of the reasons why I've got my art program open, outside of wanting to get some work done and start making progress towards something, is to test out potentially the donation feature that I have installed. Now, obviously this is not a required thing. I wanted to see if I could test it today, make sure that things are all set and moving forward with it. But if you do actually donate anywhere from $1 to $2 or something like that, I will do a short little doodle here on the screen while I'm streaming, and then I will send that to you afterwards. Contact me through DMs or something along those lines. I would be happy to do that, but obviously this is not an obligation. I may be sitting here promoting the fuck out of it because, quite honestly, it would be really nice if I could turn this thing into a career kind of thing. If you are interested in donating, there should be in the social segment underneath the actual streaming video, I did include a link to the Streamlabs donation thing. So if you do donate, it should also pop up on screen and let me know, and you can let me know about what it is. The bit donations are bit donations are not going to be on because I am not an affiliated person. I'm not what is it called? Whatever, affiliated partner, whatever it is. Yeah. It's because I haven't streamed enough yet. That won't necessarily be working, but there is a direct link that you can do. I believe it's connected through PayPal. But that all said, I'm trying to stream more often so that bits will eventually be enabled. But that's actually what's going to be happening next week. Is August 6th is going to be the beginning of the regularly weekly streaming for me, which I'm excited to actually get going for a multitude of reasons. So anyway, this is a big, huge rundown for all of you who have joined a bit later, and those of you who are participating in the chat. You guys can absolutely get at least a doodle for your contributions today if you decide to do so. But again, despite my going over it a million times, I'm sorry, there is actually there's no pressure to do so today.
I will say that the doodles are definitely worth the donation. I can't tell you how many hours of entertainment I've gotten out of the things that Laura's drawn. Whether they're just shit posty things or just things related to our respective characters. I always completely lose my shit with all of them. Can I post an example in the chat with the three of us?
If you like. I can show you an example of the level of skill you are likely to get out of the doodles, so to speak. Oh my god. So, something like this. Yeah, it's just worth donating. Yeah. Something like that. Let's see. Oh.
Thank you so much.
Oh my god.
Oh!
Where's the lie?
Hey! Thank you! And of course, there's that. Alright. So, hey, Binyo, what would you like doodled for you? I would be happy to do that. I will be very happy, in fact, to do the doodles. Actually, what am I doing? I should fucking... Actually, wait, what am I doing? This is my program, and I don't know what I'm doing. Do you want a particular doodle, or do you, What can I do for you, Binyo?
Oh, no.
I'm not laughing at you, I'm laughing at the timing.
How can we be of service?
Yes.
You know what? I should probably just whore you out, Griffin.
Just make my voice like the donation sound.
I might actually. That's the thing. That actually was a temptation. I just didn't actually plan that out ahead of this. You can also request that Griffin say something in the voice.
Thank you for your patronage.
Ligma balls? All right. Griffin.
I'm guessing that's a Game Grumps reference.
Probably.
Look the balls.
Ligma balls. Okay. Do you mind actually writing that down for me, in the chat here, Griffin?
Okay, hold on.
Just so that I can remember what it was actually written there. All right. I am not so good at the fast doodling, but I will do what I can. So thank you. Thank you, Binyo, for that. I will doodle the Griffin screaming Ligma balls. Fuck you, asshole. No, I write down Ligma balls so I don't lose track of it. It's gonna eventually
okay.
disappear. Thank you. I will keep that. Trust me, I will keep that in mind. But sorry, I am like micromanaging. No, don't write that. Write this. Okay.
Stenographer, please read the minutes back. Oh Jesus.
What?
I remembered Ligma. Isn't it the new like SOPA or something?
Wait, what? Let me see.
I have no idea.
I think I recently heard about it. Like it's another copyright thing that's being pushed on the
No,
YouTubers.
it's a fictional disease.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Again, I'm always out of the loop when it comes to these things.
Same though.
I'm not intimately familiar with the memes.
Sorry, I'm like trying to concentrate now that I'm drawing Griffin. Apparently.
Yeah. So apparently, that meme came from a streamer, a Twitch streamer, that that said that just answered to PewDiePie Ligma, and PewDiePie answered, "What's Ligma?" And Ninja sent wait, hold on, yeah, if I can.
Thank you for your
Shit.
meme research, Pinger.
You're welcome. and this is what he sent back.
Oh, Jesus.
Oh, what is this? Ah,
This is internet.
There we go.
this is internet. This
like my
is
balls.
internet. Streamers scream in the dead of night.
You're not even wrong. Oh God. I love the big cartoony eyes I got here.
Uh-huh. I love that you got like a normal sized neck and then like tiny fucking shoulders here. Yeah, I don't know if that's gonna be on the screen just yet, but
God.
alright, let's try and make this.
Leg my balls.
Oh God.
I love how the conversation has died now that I'm concentrating on what the fuck I'm supposed to be doing.
On Mr. Noodle Arms here.
Yes.
Yeah.
Mr. Noodle Arms over here.
You turned me into a Muppet
I did.
again.
I did. Oh, does that mean you want my hand up your... Never mind.
Listen. Oh, Benny, you're fine.
Oh yeah, no, don't worry about that. Trust me, he loves the attention.
Yeah.
Yeah. Snake arms.
Yep.
Fucking Kermit the Frog ass arms.
Yeah.
Yes. I can just imagine a gif of like Griffin as a Muppet, like flinging his arms around, like Kermit.
I mean, you joke, but it's only a matter of time until one of these motherfuckers turns me into an actual Muppet.
Again, I'm willing to help with.
Listen, before you finish that thought, no. As well you should.
You're kink shaming, huh? All right. Let's see.
Jesus. I got no bones to hold me down. If only.
I mean, you Undertale nerds.
Where's the lie?
I mean, we all kind of are.
Yeah.
All right. So,
Shout out to Rox Rizzy.
Yay. Yay, Tex. Best Muffet.
Look my balls.
Lick my balls.
Like bubbles.
I don't know what I did to your arms here. I'm so sorry.
And neither do the doctors. Guess I'll die.
Yeah. Texas based. Alright, let's see. So, Binho, is that worth your $1?
Did you just put kink on my shirt?
Yes, I did!
You fucker.
I think we've established that I'm, in fact, not.
Fair. Well, neither of us are.
Oh my.
God.
Should probably stop adding details, but
Uh,
I'm glad that you like it. I will save this and then I will find some way, because I believe we are also in a few mutual servers, correct? I should be able to send this out to you, no problem.
I'd like a copy of that myself, if you don't mind.
No, fuck you. It's not yours. You didn't pay $1 for this. If you want a picture, then you gotta pay for it, bitch.
Jesus fucking Christ, Pinger.
What? What?
Do you want to share this with the
Oh
rest
my
of the class?
god!
I think I remember which video this is from.
Oh
Yep.
my
You
god!
remember the one?
God.
Oh my
Bah.
god!
Bam.
Oh my god!
I mean, the people must know.
Oh my god! Oh my... What? No!
Like,
Uh,
some
Again.
people might remember that.
the world must know.
Listen to
Don't
that
do it.
giggle,
I
Jesus!
will.
Boy, howdy, that's one hell of a gig.
Jesus Christ.
Oh, my...
Oh, God.
Hang on a second. My dad's messaging me.
Oh. Is he watching?
No, not yet, but...
Oh, God.
Alright, I'm going to give him a link, so...
Oh, God.
Alright.
Like, it's like a train wreck, Pinger, you know? It's like, it's like I don't want to stare, but I can't look away. Like, look at this hungry hippos bullshit, right?
Okay. Alright, evidently, I'm going to need to be able to show this.
Yes, you are.
Alright, so just briefly, let's see. Okay, I'm gonna pop this up. Look at this.
This
This-
Oh my god.
This is
this is
what...
one.
There we go.
This is an internet.
You know what?
People
You know what?
remember, Yay!
You know what? You know what? Vigilante. Yes, that is exactly what. This is how streams are supposed to go. This is exactly how streams are supposed to go.
Massive damage.
That's a lot of damage.
It's super effective.
Dear Lord. Wow. Nice wheeze there, buddy.
I went full Muttley.
You did. All right.
Yeah.
So,
I whizzed multiple times. I sounded like a bat.
I mean, after spending as many streams with Zin as you have, I'm not surprised.
okay. So, hang on a second. Since I've got this all arranged here now, I'm gonna
I love that. That's a lot of damage to my brain.
Yeah. You ain't even wrong. Anyway, I'm gonna send you this thing there, Binyo. There you go. You got your thing, I hope? I don't know why I'm talking with this accent. It's a thing.
I don't know why you're talking about this accent, because damn, that's really ridiculous.
Okay, so since you've requested this, I'm gonna drop this in here for you, Griffin. Okay.
Thank you very much. That's going in the file.
The
That's gonna
file.
be in, that's gonna go in my folder.
Oh god.
My folder of shame.
So, yep. So yeah, if you do a donation of even just $1, you will get such high quality sketches as Ligma Balls.
Yay!
11 out of 10, just the right amount of water.
Oh my lord.
Yeah.
Oh god, what did you do? So yes, he actually does have a file, by the way. He collects.
I have a file for every artist I know.
Yep, he loves to collect them, especially when people draw him. He will deliberately, he will in fact make sure to collect that and add that in, and he will hold on to them no matter how fucking stupid the doodles are.
Yep.
I mean, same here. I really, I take everything that any artist draw. It's even sorted and all. Like,
But it's yes, asshope is, I think, a far superior term for this dude. I think that asshope is, I think, the best thing to be coined out of all of this. Today is Asshope Day.
yeah, because I mean, little was a lie anyway.
I mean,
Meme Wars 4, an asshope.
Stop it. Anyway,
He was not a little shit. He was a big pile of shit.
he is a tall after all.
Pinger, I thought we were
Yes.
friends.
This is how
I was
friends talk
talking
to
about
each
your
other.
height. Don't take it to the first degree.
Don't take it
Like-
personally.
Yeah, I mean, I've shown racism against the French, sure, but I never called you a sack of shit.
Yes, you did. That you know of, anyway.
Uh-huh.
A fucking...
I never called you monde de merde.
A what? Like, I got the second word, but not the first.
Mound as in like a pile of something.
Ah.
Yeah, mound de merde.
Oh.
Is there... there should be... Oh my gosh.
Because I thought you said monde de merde, which means a world of shit.
I mean, that would have been even better, honestly. Monde de merde.
Je suis petite merde. Merde. There we go.
Je suis une petite merde.
Petite. Yeah.
Je suis un ananas.
God damn it. You understand you're gonna have to put that gif in, right? For people to have any idea what the fuck you're talking about.
I'm Mexican.
Well.
Me gusta como tocas arriba, Rusia, and Mr. Beatbox. Yeah, that would also work. Rick in AZ. Turning on. Welcome. So everyone, I mean, I hope he does not mind the spotlight, but Rick in AZ is my dad. Welcome to the stream.
Hello, Dad.
Jesus Christ.
Hello and welcome. Glad to have you. We're having
Greetings
a bit
and felicitations.
as always. No, Binio. Okay, first of all, thankfully my dad is a lot smarter than that. My dad literally has worked with computers his entire
He
life.
does machines.
He does the machine up good. Okay, anyway. Thank you, Merity. I love my dad's response. I will get right to that.
This is the level of quality you can expect at most, Mr. Bolin.
Uh-huh. Excuse you, but identifying someone by their last name.
Fair.
Just saying. I mean, I put my name out there literally on every last of the Men on the Internet videos that I have been a part of. I decided to.
Say.
I identified myself by my last name, but then again, most people don't connect that with my handle for whatever reason.
I mean, that's fair.
Alright. But anyway.
Finger cut that out.
Yes.
Just retroactively edit that out of existence.
Yeah.
You know what? Edit this asshole
This
out of
never
existence.
happened.
You didn't hear anything.
This was all a mystery.
Mysterious mysteries of strange mystery.
Yes.
God damn
Oh god, I think we've got the giggles.
it. Oh, you think?
I think.
Actually, I didn't stop smiling for a while now. I'm starting to hurt.
Oh. Well, I mean, you know, Pinger, I could always make that better for you. I can make you hurt good.
I will come to France and hit you with a boot.
Yeah, sure, that's what I meant. I am saying this with my dad in here.
Oh,
But-
God.
I mean, Laura, I'm king shaming.
Yeah, of course you are. Everyone kink shames me, and that's understandable.
King shaming 1,000 times.
Alright, let's...
King Shame Ex Machina.
So... Wait, no, not from the machine. I don't have one of those kinks.
Listen,
I mean, I like androids, but not that way.
you know, I was tempted to make a joke along those lines, but
Uh-huh.
Oh, by the way, I just realized the little thing in the bottom on the stream.
Hmm?
The writing, like the text, goes outside. Like it
Oh, yeah.
comes out from outside of the
Yeah.
of
little
the
bar.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, again, this is a test stream, so
I mean, among
Yeah,
other
yeah,
things,
yeah,
that's a pre-rendered thing. Like, these are widgets that I just grabbed from other people. And hello, Radix!
hey,
Hello.
Hello!
how's it going, man?
Hello!
Infinidagger. I mean,
Infinidagger! Infinidagger! Infinidagger!
Hey, everyone! It's everybody's favorite furry.
We play. What was the exact line there? Is we play video games? What's the specific line there, Griffin?
We have a video game show that we do for a living.
We have a video game show that we do for a living.
Yes.
Yes, we've got
Magical music man.
magical music man indeed. I think that is an apt
Yep.
descriptor for this dude.
You're not wrong.
Actually, and here's the thing: if you guys like music, you should check out Radix Music.
I was about to say, for the uninitiated, check out Radix Music on YouTube.
And definitely, like, he puts out original compositions, remixes, he does lyricized versions of things. In fact, several of those ended up making it into Man on the Internet's Undertale the Musical.
Yes,
Um,
and if you need like a remix for a song or an original piece, just go to this dude. He does amazing work. He recently, for anyone who saw my last video, the music you hear at the end, that was Radix.
Yes.
The dude does
Ooh.
fantastic quality work.
And you're right,
What?
Radix. We cannot forget the filthy memes. The memes
Yes.
are all over the place. Like, I wish I had like a little animation to throw up on screen of like memes just scattering to the winds. But yes,
Literally all of the memes.
Griffin.
Yes.
Griffin.
What?
Spicy memes.
Stop being an old man. You're 28.
Well, not at heart, I'm not.
No, at heart you're 50.
Mhm.
No, at heart you're fucking 80.
Yes.
Yeah, Unirob was the original composer of that particular thing. Radix did the remix of it.
Yeah, Unirob, another awesome dude you should check out.
And commission if he's got them open still.
Yeah.
So yeah, Radix, you earned yourself a new subscriber. Yay!
Yay!
Binio, don't you dare.
What? No.
Somewhere Gabe is screaming.
I mean, that's kind of a given anyway. It's
Oh, true.
it's Gabe.
It's sort of his default setting.
Although I think that he has several friends who bring that out.
You're not even wrong.
Yeah.
Two of them in call with me. Oh God.
Christ.
Yes, Rob is an amazing person, a very heartfelt and very sweet sort of person.
Yeah.
It's been a pleasure to ever have met him.
Oh yeah, and again, he
Talented.
also does great composition.
Talented motherfucker.
Yep.
Yeah.
Um,
And on the subject of screaming, like Gabe isn't the only one who has been affected, like contaminated by the screaming people.
oh.
It's fair.
I mean, if you watch back the first stream of Gabe, you can
Oh,
hear me
yeah.
very like quiet, calm, and actually a little bit nervous.
Well, I mean, dude, I was the exact same way when I first did something with Gabe. Like, when I was in that one stream with him, the post-genocide Undertale run with him and Patrick, I was
Yeah.
exceptionally nervous.
Oh yeah, I remember
Yeah.
that.
Yeah, true. You weren't that
Yes.
as energetic as today.
Oh God, Binio, what have you done?
Despacito.
God damn it. The end is nigh.
I feel like there's like a fucking cat meme out there. The end is nigh. Or to put in other terms, no, 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 no. That cat is terrified.
The cat is terrified and terrifying.
Well, I mean, the poor thing has been spooked.
Oh yeah.
That's the thing, is that a lot of the behaviors, unfortunately, are that of a cat that has been pretty badly spooked. But, I mean,
Yeah, the same with like the Long John cat.
yeah.
Oh, Long John. Oh, Long Johnson. Oh,
Yeah,
yeah.
yeah, no.
Oh,
Okay.
Like no nay.
Alright, well, something happened during this stream, and that was one of them.
Most of the people have probably no idea what the fuck we're talking about.
That's fine. That's okay.
All the memes.
God.
All the memes.
I mean, that's the thing. Does America's Funniest Home Videos count as a meme?
Yes? I mean, no, but yes, nowadays it's banking on the meme format.
Yeah.
Is that still even a thing? AMV or AFV?
AFE, I mean, I think it largely has transitioned to being like an online thing. I don't know, because I don't watch television.
Yeah, I mean, neither do I. I mean,
Me either.
I've said it before, but broadcast television, in my honest opinion, has pretty much gone the way of the milkman. It's become all but obsolete.
I mean, it is, in a lot of ways, actually obsolete as it is.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But,
And also, speaking of old memes, I don't know if I guess some people would still remember that, but I don't know about everyone. Like, if I just say, Snoopin as usual, I see.
God damn you.
see, I don't have a frame of reference for that, but...
I thought the war was over. Let old memes die.
I mean,
mean,
that's your stance
brought
anyway.
You brought the Long Johnson cat back, so.
I mean, just do the Numa, why don't you?
No, my, no, my,
Da,
no, my, no, my, no,
Numa,
my.
numa, yeah.
You
Numa,
have to
numa, numa,
Stop and
yeah.
wonder where those people are now.
Keep
Like
it on to-
Tron Guy, Star Wars Kid, like Tayzonde.
And I say, hey, hey,
Jesus
See, I
Christ.
know the original.
Hey,
I know the original version of that song, and I love it, actually.
Yeah.
There's
I don't
another
even
version
know
of
the
that.
original.
It's an acoustic thing that was released by a group called Four Non-Blondes, and it's actually an indictment of capitalist culture, as well as the sort of direction that mainstream society has gone in.
Mm.
And I said, hey, 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 hey. I said, hey, what's going on?
Man.
25 years and life is still trying to get up that great big hill of hope for a destination. I don't remember all the lyrics. But
Yeah.
what
And
am
I also find it fascinating how a lot of older songs do become memes. Like, hello, is it me you're looking for? I can feel it in your eyes. Like, that has become just like one of those, like, you just take a random moment of someone having like a blank expression. Like, there's that, and goddamn, you know, the all around me are familiar faces, which again is because I actually do like that song.
Yeah. And I also, I mean, I like the iteration from Donnie Darko, but I know that that's actually a cover of...
Is that?
Yeah. The one in Donnie Darko is a cover of an existing song.
Huh. Well, the more you know.
Do I watch Attack on Titan? I do not. Among other things, like I watched like the first couple of episodes and I was kind of bored the way that they were presenting things.
Yeah, like for me, like from what I've seen of Attack on Titan, just feels like I'm not sure how to get motivated in it when like it looks like every episode someone gets killed off. I mean, I could be entirely wrong, but from what I have seen of it, it's like Game of Thrones on crack.
Oh.
Yeah. And also Melody dropped her pen again.
You know what?
That sounds like a personal problem.
For a split second, I thought you were going to say she dropped her pants, and I was going to be Panger.
This is a minor we are talking about.
I mean...
But, yes.
Well, we can probably censor that part. Just like bleep that whole thing, what Pinger thought he heard.
You know, I generally post these like directly. I mean, there's the highlight reel, but that's different.
Oh yeah, I was gonna say like in the highlight reel.
If it ends up on there.
No, but I mean, it's not what I heard. It's not I heard wrong. I heard pretty much. I heard very right what Laura said, but she was just about to think that I would say something else.
How old am I? Old enough to probably actually be your mom. Stream break?
Yeah. I'm gonna call bullshit on that. Because I'm not gonna say, because I don't know whether or not you're okay with that, but I know for a fact that the accumulated years you have on this earth is not what I would consider old.
Well, I am old. Oh, okay. Yeah, unfortunately, Dad, sometimes streams will do that, especially like if they get particularly behind in terms of buffer. They'll often like kill the stream for a couple of seconds and then bring it back. Oh, hi, Mommy.
Oh, hi, Mom.
Oh, hi, Mom.
Oh, hi, Mom.
How was your stream life? I did not king shame her. I did not.
Yes, you did.
Oh, hi, Mom. That's even better that he just says that randomly, like all alone, and he's like, oh shit, oh hi, Mom.
The disaster artist indeed.
Why did I bring you two in here?
You know, that is a damn good question, which I'm sure we'll never get a satisfactory answer for.
You got to trot out the full thing for once.
Yeah, well, I'm not sure how many people are familiar with it by now, so I figured I might as well.
May as well reprise your catchphrase, other than the listen.
Like one of many, apparently.
Yes, Mr. Listen over here.
Yeah, how many fucking catchphrases have I accumulated by now?
I don't mind people necessarily calling me mommy, as long as it's not, like, legit seriously. Like,
Jesus. I just imagine Radix, what the fuck have I walked into?
that's usually his response. Although, to be
Yeah.
fair, that's usually our responses whenever we go to his server, so.
Again, I just picture like Radix, like Homer Simpson backing up into the bush.
I mean, again, that is kind of his default setting.
I mean, as long as you don't say with your loud voice, that's I guess that should be fine.
With
I
my,
mean-
with my, yeah. I mean, there's a very big difference between. Never mind.
What were you about to say?
Yeah, so again, apologies, Radix. We realize this probably isn't what you signed up for.
He didn't sign up for anything. He willingly showed up here.
I mean,
I
you
am
know
not
what I mean.
responsible for the bitches that you might get while joining my stream.
Wow.
Damn.
I am not responsible for it. Legally speaking, I am not responsible for if you happen to encounter a bitch while in stream.
Is that a furry joke?
I
Wow,
love-
Laura, I didn't think you were a bigot.
you know, don't make me take you back into Spencer's, boy.
Duly noted.
I will take you directly back to that section. There's nothing you can do about it.
God. Well, I can always fucking run.
They've got handcuffs.
Jesus fucking Christ.
Literally.
Your father is watching this.
And he knows I'm an adult.
Yes. I was about to say.
And he had a 6-second pause. Oh no.
Christ on a
Good.
stick.
Good. 4 times? 4 times. One more and we can have you chant that fucking thing you put in the Overwatch video, which I do not understand.
Wait, what?
The 5 times, 5 times, 5 times.
Oh yeah, the wrestling reference.
The wrestling. I mean, of all things. Wrestling,
Listen,
my dude?
The only reason I know about it is because Tyler wouldn't shut the fuck up about it for the longest time.
Well,
Shout out to Crazy Zaku, everybody.
yes.
Yay.
Please go shout at him. No.
Please. He needs the attention.
Oh.
Oh god, that was dark.
Oh. Hey.
Surat, ladies
Surat.
and gentlemen.
Hello.
Welcome,
What is with
Surat.
this- What is with this all-star cast of special guests?
I don't know. Although,
Here's special guest Sorat. Here's special get Red.
oh, do I spot a Gabe in the chat?
Wait, what?
I think I spot a Gabe in the chat.
Oh, where?
Oh yeah.
I think so.
He's just lurking.
He's probably lurking.
Hello.
Hello. But yes,
Hello, lurker.
so Surat is, for those of you who don't know, he's actually my roommate.
Yes.
And that's that, I guess. He is. You are a Looney Tune.
I mean, I've been compared to Daffy Duck many a time.
Well, that's because you're daffy and you like to duck. Hello.
Oh, oh.
Yes. Hey, hermano.
Hello.
Gabemon has been spotted. That almost sounds
Yes.
threatening.
I mean,
Gabumon, yes.
Yes, he does have golden singing, and he needs to sing more often.
listen.
I am listening, and that's why I'm saying sing more often.
Well, I mean, it's not going to be as much of a problem now.
That's true. You're not going to be damaging your voice because you lost your job.
Yeah, okay, so for reference, I used to sing in this classic rock cover band, which was all but murder on my voice. And last weekend, the band broke up due to, well,
Creative
basically a lot of-
differences.
yeah, like pent up frustrations that built up over the 7 years we'd been together as a band. And so now I am in desperate need of new work. But the good news is I will be able to pursue a lot of my own creative endeavors without having to worry about like singing to a bunch of drunken baby boomers in casino bars.
Yeah. Yeah, well, he did actually technically lose a job because it was not something that happened of his own doing.
But boy, howdy, was I thankful.
Oh yeah, no, he was grinning all the way back home, I'm imagining. Well, maybe not
Yeah,
all of
it
the
was-
way, but
Yeah,
I believe that conversation that you had in the car on the way was, well, I don't know, maybe you were grinning at that, but
Oh, I mean, I had to force myself not to be smiling the entire time.
so
But
long story
yeah.
short, without getting into too
You fired.
complicated. Well, that's the thing, though. Like, he's not had a good time with this band. It has not been his thing. It's not been something that he has enjoyed for the longest time. It's been more stress than it's been worth. But
Yeah.
it's one of those, it was kind of inevitably heading in this direction anyway, but, like, it ended up kind of all crashing down.
the whole thing happened the day Lore went back home.
I took the band with me, apparently.
Yeah, and the thing is, like, Lore had visited like a couple like band practices, so she could see firsthand where things were going south. And the day she left was the day I had a gig with the guys, and it just all went to shit, and we couldn't even finish the gig. It was so bad.
Oh, yeah.
And then a brief but heated argument was sparked between the guitarist and the bass player, which resulted in the band falling apart. And all I could think of was like, God damn, I wish you were here to see this.
I know. I would have loved to see how things actually ended up, just happening. But that said, I mean, if I can actually somehow take credit for ending that fucking shit show, I would love to. But I can't say that I can.
Yeah. Jesus. But again, that's the thing. Now I can preserve my voice for my own musical endeavors,
Mm,
which hopefully there will be more of.
yes, well, you know that I've got plans for that in regards to you. We've got our planned duets, but I think you should also maybe even do, like, some of
Like-
your own solo plans.
I mean,
Like even the one that
That's
we were
not-
talking about last night.
that's not a terrible idea. I suppose some solo covers would not be out of the question.
And easier to coordinate and give you practice on mixing on before I let you anywhere near my voice.
Fair. And again, I would love to sing more stuff with Lore as well as some other peeps I've been wanting to do covers with. God, so I'm super excited. You know what? I think I'm gonna pass Binio.
Oh no.
I mean, there's
Well,
my band and then there's Infamy.
oh hey Jay.
Hey,
Hello my son. It's so good to see you.
again, this
hello.
all-star cast.
I know. I'm so happy. All right. And
All the
also
warriors are here tonight.
Everyone is here.
Also, Mayor's suggestion is a good one.
Let's see.
The covering
I'll
meant
get
to be
to that
yours.
eventually.
Like I can't. I'm still not getting over the freaking presentation of Smash Ultimate on the Switch.
Oh Jesus!
So
I'm so hyped.
live and learn. So again, I'm going to do a brief pause because I am an entrepreneur and all of that stuff. The reason why I have my art program open today, outside of wanting to work on stuff for the channel as well as make some progress in that regard, is because I wanted to test out a few things during this stream. I've already technically had a successful test of this, but you may see and you may notice that there are some different things on the screen right now. We've got a chat box, we have a tip jar, which is going to be technically inactive because I don't have bits enabled yet. There's also, at the bottom, a little ticker keeping track of people who have donated. And the big reason why I've installed all of these widgets, outside of kind of, sprucing up the place, is I would love to possibly encourage donations. I mean, it's not an obligation or anything like that. But if you do donate anywhere $1 to $2, I will do a short sketch right here on the stream. Binio has gotten his request right out the gate, and that was the Ligma Balls, which I can bring up again for anyone who wants to see that work of art. It's a work of art, I guess. That's not correct.
It is art.
So, yes. You could probably expect somewhere in this quality of art if you donate anywhere from $1 to $2. I'm probably not going to be able to do anything more complex than that today because I can't do it very super fast. But yes, Smash... Oh, okay. Anyway. But again, it's not an obligation. Fortunately, I know now that the system works and that the special recording that I actually have installed and set up actually does work. But I'm going to periodically remind people that, hey, if you want to support these streams, if you want to support my work, there is now a donation button, or donation link anyway, in the social tab underneath the stream. I'm sure you have many recommendations, Sarat. You opinionated bitch.
Wow. Like, listen to that venom.
I know.
Like, it is palpable.
I know. I'm so nice. Oh, God. Okay.
The tip jar is in the lower right-hand corner.
Yeah, the tip jar, I mean, that is, like, it's just a visual representation for bits, but I don't have those enabled yet because I have not streamed nearly enough in order to actually, in order to earn, affiliation with the stream, or with the Twitch thing, yes. But the actual donation link will be underneath the actual stream itself, under the social tab. It'll be the first link that's on there. The Streamlabs / I'm Lorelei. Yeah, 7 times a month minium aluminium. Okay.
AKA what the rest of the world calls tinfoil.
No, tin is different from aluminum.
You know what I mean.
Aluminum foil is also different from tin foil.
Yes.
They
well,
are...
aluminum doesn't exist. Aluminium, on the other hand.
You're a bitch. You're an asshope.
Shout out to my UK peeps.
To your UK peeps, yeah. Well, okay, I'm sure Jay is very pleased with you.
I mean...
But yeah, anyway, with that little interruption out of the way, basically just... it's something to keep in mind. It's, again, not a requirement. I'm still going to be streaming. I'm still going to be...
Yes.
But you get to also request a doodle live on the air here. There's also the opportunity to perhaps request Griffin saying something in the voice.
Damn right, Jay.
With the correct pronunciation.
Aluminium.
For example...
Is this going to be number 5?
Wow.
Aluminium.
Poutine.
It's Poutine, all right? That's how it's pronounced in Montreal.
Well, you're incorrect.
I'm pretty sure, considering that the dish was invented in Montreal, that's the correct pronunciation.
Poutine, yes.
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 And not Poutine.
Yes. Thank you.
Because Poutine does not exist.
Yes.
This is not a French thing, this is Quebec.
Yes.
I do not care.
Again, in the face of being proven wrong, it's like I don't care.
No.
Like, I don't care that you don't, so that's fine.
Hey, you know what? It's semantics.
I mean, you're not wrong.
I know. I actually know the meaning of fucking words.
I know the meaning too. I just use it incorrectly to mess with you.
I know you do, and fuck you. I still can't wait for the first instance of that to pop up within the fictional universe.
Oh, that's gonna be fun.
It was fun recording.
Yeah. Oh man. So yeah, I guess this isn't really a spoiler, but you can expect a bit of a collaborative work between Lorelai and myself on my channel in the coming months.
Yes, we've got a couple of things that we do need to square away first, but yes, we took the opportunity while I was out there to record some in-person things.
Yeah.
We had a lot of fun. I can't wait for not just that actual video, but also like the bloopers from that. 'Cause there are some
Oh, yeah.
beautiful fucking moments in there.
That was fucking amazing.
But
Yeah.
all right. So working on the arts here. Like I said, this is
Yeah.
oh Jesus fuck no.
Oh.
Working on the arts here. Oh Jesus fuck no.
You're welcome to speculate as much as you want, Merity.
Yes. Speculation is welcome. In fact, I mean, I would love to hear people's speculation on, you know, anything that goes up on the channel, whether it's the... I know that I've got some of the sillier stuff in store at the moment. Like,
Yes.
you know, the introduction of Mr. Bailey.
Yes. And I love the my child, shut the fuck up.
My child, shut the fuck up.
Like I think one of my favorite things you ever done in terms of like the dubs is like, no, my child, go back upstairs.
Exactly. No, my child, go back upstairs.
Just like taking frisk. Yay!
I have yeeted the child. Sorry, yoked the child. Oh, Lord. My child. Many monsters in the underground. Ah! Wow. That wasn't even what I...
Oh my god, we're dorks. It's that's the thing. Like, it's weird to think that like circa 2015, there are certain words and phrases that we will never be able to hear the same way again.
Determination, obviously.
Mm-hmm.
The pronunciation of fucking character.
Cherish,
Oh my god, yeah, there's that.
like a couple font names.
Yep.
You know what? You're not wrong, but that's unrelated to the character.
Yeah, I mean, again, no one. I can never see or hear those fonts again without thinking of those two boneheads.
Uh-huh. So you're one of those dicks, huh?
Evidently so.
You like being an asshole? Okay, all right, that's good. Oh god, I know that the big one that got everyone, and I remember it just slaying the fuck out of Alex when he first heard it, was the "Oh dear child, you've fallen down."
I pictured that, but with like the Coyote Roadrunner like motif of like or like falling, like falling down, and then like the like.
See, interestingly enough, one of the suggestions that I like for that is like the idea of like Toriel entering the room and then finding like the child, but like dead and broken on the floor.
Just like twitching.
Oh dear child, you've fallen down.
It's like, well, better get the fire mop.
Oh
I
my-
would imagine more. Oh dear child, you've fallen.
Oh God.
I ain't that goofy. You're gonna have a ball with this one, Pinger.
Yes.
It just see now I've just got the idea in my head of like Toriel crestfallen getting out a mop, setting it on fire, and cleaning up the child.
Wait, I'm sorry. Getting a mop, setting it on fire?
Well, I mean, it's easier to clean up when you're dealing with a pile of ash and not a gory mess.
Griffin. I have no.
I tried.
I have no words.
I refuse to answer on the grounds that it might incriminate me.
Uh huh. Uh huh.
Just say no, I didn't.
Uh huh.
That'll be my little secret, Merity.
That's true. Fire does make things perfectly clean.
As well you should be.
What? I'm
But let's be
sorry.
your-
Merity said,
We thought
I'm
you-
concerned.
I was gonna say, I thought that was in response to me. Makes everything nice and clean. As well you should be. Excuse me, I didn't comment on your hygiene.
I mean, the sad thing is you're only half wrong, video.
Oh god. No, no, no.
The Seas Just Stick to You Part 2, coming out 2019.
Excuse you, you did not clear that advertisement with me. Now you're gonna have to pay me $50.
Would you accept 50 pizzas?
That's more than $50. I mean,
Question stands.
Well, that's a deal then.
oh! Yes, it works! Oh my gosh, thank you! So, what would you like me to doodle, sir? I would be happy, in fact, to do a doodle for you. Alright, just saving. There we go. Alright. And there we go.
Oh, boy.
And then after everything was said and done, they had to burn the bed. So, Rick and AZ, what can I do you for? What sort of doodle would you like to request from me? But that's just a theory. A gay theory.
Theory, yeah.
Thanks for watching.
Thanks for watching Rainbow!
I love how I tried to sound like Matt Pat, but I end up sounding like the guy from Men's Warehouse. You're gonna like the way we theorize. I guarantee it.
You're gonna like my nuts.
How about a cactus with a coyote? Do you expect me to pull up references? God. Okay. I'm gonna look up what a coyote looks like.
Dog song intensifies.
Listen.
I was just so happy it's not about how about a coyote with a cactus.
See, now I think back to that episode of Joel from Vinesauce doing Bob Ross stuff on MS Paint. Or Mario Paint, and just like he drew this landscape. You know what? I'm gonna fix this. I'm gonna turn shit into gold. And just like dog song plays, and he draws a coyote.
I am not so good at the animals, so you'll have to forgive if this ends up looking a little shit.
Well, to be fair, human beings are animals, so just.
Okay. Shut up. You're not helping me.
Shut up.
Shut up. Just shut up.
Memes.
Alright, let's see
I
if I
actually
can...
see a small
this-
animatic of
God damn it!
What?
With the coyote screaming down.
Oh my lord.
See, now I just think of that husky, like.
Yes.
Oh, the coyote screaming down, wow, 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 wow. Okay, so...
No.
Oh god, I also can't wait for that one to come out.
Yes.
This is gonna be the fucking best.
You still
Oh.
need. I still need
Ah!
the assets you were talking about.
Jay, thank
Yeah.
you!
Hey.
Thank you, Jay. I will get to you in a minute. Actually, Griffin, do you mind noting down for me, just in case I forget, that Jay has done a Dude Nishin?
Gotcha.
Hey. Typing intensifies.
Yes. God damn it! That was the same time on my end. For those of you who don't know, Griffin and I have the tendency to say the exact same thing at the exact same time, in the exact same tone. I think one of my favorites was last night when we both put, "She is a robot!" in the exact same fucking tone.
For reference, we were watching music videos about like with this one singer. What the fuck was her name?
Sarah Brightman.
Sarah Brightman. Yeah, and she's basically just a mannequin.
I mean,
Like she has like no personality. Like she has a decent voice, but good God, she does not know how to like have
Human.
any expression outside of I exist, I guess. The most egregious case of this was when we were watching a music video for Music of the Night from Phantom of the Opera, and she was playing a romantic lead, I guess you would call it, and she was just like staring directly into the camera with this like half motivated smile, and there's no life to her. Like,
Yeah.
I think I ended up saying something along the lines of, all I can see are her two front teeth, and they're both better actors than her.
so.
Cricket.
I'm sorry, I'm concentrating, you bitch! I'm trying to draw something that's out of my comfort zone. I don't draw a lot of aminos.
Eminem and Eminals.
Manamana.
Again.
Minom.
Muppet Show.
Nahoi Minoi.
God damn it.
Oh. Yeah.
Mono.
Got Doodle Bob doing the Muppet song. Mihoi minoi. Doo doo doo.
Also, Binyo is asking if you Griffin can say steamed hams.
God damn it. In the voice or
The voice.
you might want to cover your ears, Merity.
Steamed hams.
You know, you don't necessarily have to hit the full depth of it in order to, like, you can go deep without it being, like, super bassy.
Enough, just messing around.
I mean, I should have covered my ass too, but yeah.
You covered your ass?
I was
What?
gonna say that sounded a little
Ears.
differently than what I
What?
think you meant. I should have covered my ass too.
I actually said eyes, and
I know! Just,
I was still wrong.
alright, Pinio, thank you again so much.
Hey, take care, my dude.
I need to cover my ass, too.
That was mistake number one, Merity.
Oh, my lord.
Uh,
God damn!
Nope, I refuse.
Alright. No! Literally!
Take care, Binio.
Yes.
Yeah.
Take care.
And I love this all amidst all the heartfelt goodbyes. Just fuck you.
Fuck you. You better cover your ass.
Fuck off.
Why did you sound like Peter Lorre there? You better cover your ears.
And now we have. What am I doing? This
On
is-
my ass.
God damn it, Sarai.
What? Oh god. Yeah. In which case, you may not want to necessarily cover them, but prepare them. I could go into more explicit detail, but my dad is here.
Yeah, like to quote Invader Zim, prepare your bladder for imminent release.
I mean,
Prepare your anus.
I have concerns about what you're drawing here.
What? Why?
I don't know. It's just I have no idea what it is you're trying to.
She's drawing a fork, don't you see?
It's a cactus, you fuck.
Oh, okay. Okay, see, my perspective. See, what I thought. Never mind.
No. No, Griffin, you're not off the hook. Please explain what you saw to the rest of the class.
I mean,
See, what I thought was going on is I thought you were drawing a wall with something like curving up and then dangling down.
Damn.
To be fair, Merity, what don't you kink shame?
Alright, I should probably, let's see. Okay, so that.
Boy.
Actually, I read that as a succession of
For a second, I thought you were going to say something about the Sixth Sense.
No.
Which we only recently also saw recently.
Yeah.
We also recently saw recently. This
Mhm.
sentence brought to you by the Department of Redundancy Department.
I see what you did there.
That's an old joke.
Ah.
Because I'm old.
Again.
Oh, fuck off,
Say
ass
that.
hope. I am making this a super prickly.
Mm-hmm.
Because cactuses don't fuck with cactuses. For those of you who don't live in areas with cactuses, if you visit an area with cactuses, don't fuck with cactuses. They hurt. And they don't just hurt like a little. They hurt like tearing your skin off. 1 inch at a time.
Yeah, it's not great.
Don't fuck with cactuses because cactuses will fuck you up.
They really will.
Don't fuck with cacti because cacti will fuck back. Wait.
No!
Prepare your
No,
asses.
that would be so painful.
Man, the new Evil Dead sequel is looking pretty good.
You know what, Griffin? I hate you.
God, that was dark.
Okay. Yes. Okay. So, I'm going to take un momento and
Yes.
there you go. And you're going to hear about this long after I've actually sent it to you.
Mhm.
Yay.
So, there you go.
Next up is the J.
So, J-Man, my son, my boy, my dude, what would you
Boy.
like? What would you like? I said, what would you... Okay, I'm kidding.
Let him type a little bit.
No. He's my son.
God damn it!
Oh, no. Toriel with a fire mop.
Just-
Shit.
Oh, God. I can't
Well, I
draw
mean-
Toriel, but I can try.
I imagine she's so used to other monsters like dying or turning to dust when they die, so she's like, well, I'm gonna have to make this work for a human.
Yeah.
I can feel you judging me.
I judge you all the time, and you know it.
This is fair. It is known.
This is fine.
Is it though?
This is fair, so it's fine.
Is.
So now you get to see me suck at drawing
do you think?
Toriel and understand why I don't draw Toriel more often despite voicing her, like, everywhere.
Just again, I can't get the image out of my head. Just crestfallen, like, oh god damn it, another one of these. Mopping up and incinerating at the same time. Oh dear child, you've fallen down.
Oh dear child, you've burned on down.
The dustpan is full.
Ah. Okay. As long as you are not expecting quality out of this shit. I mean, you paid $1, so I will give you your dollar's worth. You brought this into the world, my son. I blame you.
Just like a pile of dust in a dustpan with like the the Frisk face.
Oh Jesus.
You know what? I swear to God. Like, this isn't already bad enough.
I just like picture like me just like on a stool in the corner giggling like an idiot at all this disturbing imagery. Like a la Renfield.
I mean, isn't that basically you?
I mean,
Just giggling while watching disturbing things?
on a good day.
By the way, I still can't get over the fact that you, Griffin, and me have like a similar laugh.
Yeah.
Yeah, from time to time.
It happens.
We didn't start the fire up.
It was always burning since the children were dying. We didn't
have to burn me out.
It was always burning since Asgore's heel turning.
There you go.
Hey, Carl.
Hey, Carl.
Is that it with that name? Or is it another car?
It's a different.
is it-
It's a different Carl.
Yeah. Right.
Hello and
Yeah, that's a
welcome.
different Carl. Like, if that was a real one, I would have been very surprised by his phrasing. Because I was like, that's not. Who are you, imposter?
For reference, Carl, Digger and
Yes.
I know another individual named Carl who we are good friends with. So,
Hey, Carl.
Carl, that kills people.
My
This-
Carl.
This kills the Lorelei. Oh Lord.
Oh my God, there it is in all its beauty. The fire mop.
See now I have the idea of a chancla on fire.
Well, again, Gabe's already done that.
He did?
Yeah,
Like on fire. Oh,
Yeah.
true.
yeah, it was in the
Oh. Carl,
the
Carl, is,
highlight.
Carl is fine. Anyway.
Yeah, yeah, Carl works. But yeah, it was in the highlight video where Gabe, Carl, and I were talking about the AU chocolate tale,
Yes.
where like Undyne throws energy chanclas and Toriel throws fire chanclas.
Yes.
Like Alpha says like a chancla cell phone. Instead of a hot dog stand, Sans has the taco stand.
Yes. Princess tacos.
Yes, Pinchas. For anyone who doesn't know, Pinchas Tacos is actually a real fucking taco place in LA.
Yes.
And for the uninitiated, Pinchas Tacos, pincha is essentially a sentence enhancer in Spanish, which basically translates to like
Fucking tacos.
goddamn or fucking. And so Pinchas Tacos roughly translates to fucking tacos.
Princess tacos.
I could always pinch your tacos.
I would much prefer you didn't.
I mean,
That's-
before you eat them anyway.
That's gay. That's gay.
It's super gay.
I mean,
Oh, what the fuck am I doing? No.
art.
Something.
Good things.
Custodian Toriel wants to battle.
Go, Sutrik.
God damn it. Uh,
Like
this is
three
gonna be a
minutes,
hell of a
like
thing
that.
for you to edit.
What was that?
That was a Moe sound.
I am literally doing this all from memory, by the way. Just
I mean,
in
so
case.
far so good.
Yeah.
I have.
Emerity, yes. I approve that reference.
Yeah. Just again, the expression is perfect.
My child.
God damn it with this shit.
My child, I can't.
Always with the burning. Why always with the burning?
Okay.
I mean, would that not be a handy tool to have around the house, though? A mop that incinerates the mess?
No. No, that would be awful. It would be, in fact, awful, and you're all horrible people. And yet, I still willingly associate with the lot of you.
Well, that sounds like a personal problem.
I mean, it kind of is at this point. Okay. Here you go.
Happy Birthmas.
Happy Birthmas.
Ha, barf.
There we go.
Oh my god.
That's perfect. Thank you, Jay.
Beautiful.
Ah, not again.
Hey,
God damn it,
literary
Sarat.
references. What about Fahrenheit 69?
Funny joke.
Funny joke, eh?
Just put Yarge on screen.
I sadly do not have Yarge.
I do.
Okay. Okay. Hey,
One moment.
Rick, thank you so much for joining the stream today. Thank you again for your donation. And I hope you enjoy your sketch. Oh, for fuck's sake. Okay.
This.
The world must know.
All right.
Yes.
For the uninitiated, our little adorable cherub of an adopted child, Jojo, recently did a doodle of a combination of Marge Simpson from The Simpsons and Yoda from Star Wars, and made just the greatest gift ever bestowed upon mankind.
Yes.
Yes.
So that is Yarge. Okay.
Yarge.
Dear Lord.
Large. Large.
I just straight up love JoJo for Yarge. Well, for everything.
Yeah, I love Jojo for everything as well.
It's almost like you're their internet dad or something.
God damn it, Sarat.
Oh God.
Where's the lie?
So, just gonna say this one out loud because fuck you, Sarat. When 30 seasons old you reach, look good you will not.
Look as good you will
Look
not.
as good you will not. Jojo is a vanilla bean, and that means that they take after their dad.
Yeah, I am
Pointed
proud.
look at Mr. Vanilla over here.
Uh-huh.
Uh-huh. So,
God.
yes.
And shout out to Jojo Soda for anyone unfamiliar. They do fantastic art as well as voice acting and song covers.
They are a fantastically talented person.
Yeah,
I'm
you-
so proud of them.
You can find them on the Tumbles as well as the YouTubes and the SoundClouds.
Yes.
And now the Twitter.
True, the Twitter is a
Do
recent
they have a
addition.
Twitter?
Yeah,
Uh,
you should get on Twitter.
yeah, that's not gonna happen.
You should get on.
I'm stretching it enough as it is with fucking Tumblr.
Stop fucking Tumblr, God.
I mean,
I
I've
mean-
made that my mission in life to avoid.
Yes, I
Pointed
talked about
glance at
Twitter and the
Chi-Chi.
subject has been brought on the table again. I'm proud.
Vendetta Quixote was freaking something. Remember, Pinger?
Eh.
Eh. Asshole im kick shaming.
Yes. Well,
Again, so what else is new, Merity?
Tumblr
so
is one
it's
of
like,
those
it's like an
things.
experience a little
I
bit.
will say this: Tumblr is one of those things where if you are actually maintaining like both like your follower list, like making sure that the porn bots aren't there, and like don't be afraid to block people if you do not like if they do not jive with you. Your space on the internet should not be invaded by people who are there to either harass you or, you know, put stuff into your day that make you miserable. Exercise the block
Pointed glance at
feature.
Twitter.
I mean, that's also the thing. I suggest the same thing with any social media. You actually have a right to try and shape your internet experience to be comfortable for you. Now, obviously, there's concern about going too far, so to speak, putting it in the other direction where you're completely insular and you don't have any, you know, outside touch with the outside world. But generally speaking, surround yourself with the kind of content that you want to be surrounded by, and it's actually not that bad. It does take some maintenance, but just in general, like any social media or any interaction on the internet, really, it just takes a little bit of TLC. And you can actually have a pretty decent experience. It's a nice little sharing website for things.
Yeah.
I enjoy it as a communication platform. I know that not everyone has a positive experience with it, and like any place on the internet, it also has its flaws. It has the members
Yes.
that raise concerns with just in general how they treat other people.
Well,
Yeah.
that's the thing with any fandom or social media outlet. There's going to be the loud
Racist.
minority who kind of ruins it for everyone else.
Yeah.
Like
This is
that's
why I don't even try to like have anything to do with them. Like I just walk away.
Exactly. I
Yeah.
mean, and honestly, that's the thing. If someone is treating you, you know, unkindly, if someone is actually directly harassing you, you don't have to put up with it. And this is just general advice across the internet.
Yeah.
Like, you know, if someone is at least, you know, contacting you in good faith, I mean, I know that can be hard, and I know that sometimes that turns into sea lining, but, you know,
I mean this is why I don't do social media.
well, that's because you're a bitch, actually.
It's also primarily because I hate people.
Yeah, I know. So anyway, Griffin hates people. That is on the internet now, forever.
I mean,
I
I
don't-
think people are already aware. I mean, I have fully admitted to being a hermit who lives in a cabin in the middle of the woods. You can attest to this, having actually been there yourself.
Yes, that's right. During my 2-week stay, he drove me into the middle of the fucking woods and locked me up in his cabin. You know, I'm not making this sound very good.
You're really not. But then again, it's not really untrue.
No, it's not a secret.
That is gonna be repeated, deformed, and amplified with editing skills.
Yeah, I've made it no secret that I live in the woods in a tiny little cabin.
Like,
It's
I'm gonna-
actually
like,
a
I'm gonna
really nice
put,
cabin. I was only invaded by spiders like 3 times.
Yeah.
Like I'm gonna put up a video that says that we have the title. Griffin says, "I hate people," for 10 minutes.
Jesus Christ.
So wait, he only hates them for 10 minutes at a time?
I mean, I don't have the energy to hate 24/7.
You say that.
Actually, that's
I was
a blatant lie.
I was gonna say. Come on, don't tell lies to the kiddos.
I mean, it'll be fine. I'll make also a 10-hour version.
Oh my
Jesus.
god.
Like remix that shit.
Remix that
I
shit.
hate people.
Yeah.
is.
I hate people. I hate people.
Yeah. Hey, Radix, want an extra $10? Oh God.
Yeah. Well, the thing is that the boogeyman was in fact Griffin the entire time, so we were fine.
Yeah.
Actually, and legitimately, it was indeed a lovely cabin. It was very comfortable. Although apparently we have discovered in the process that your bed is fucking shit.
It's not that bad.
It says the man who literally switched to sleeping on the couch because it was more comfortable.
Okay, that was the acid reflux, all right?
Sure.
For reference, like the night like Laura went back home, I tried to sleep, back in my bed because I'd lent it to her for her stay,
Mhm.
as opposed to trying to sleep on the couch. And I had acid reflux from when I had some nachos for dinner,
Nachos,
and then
quote unquote.
so I was only able to sleep for about 3 hours, and then I decided, I might as well try and sleep where I've become accustomed, and so I spent about 7 hours sleeping on the couch. Then I spent an extra few sleeping back in bed when I woke up again.
So basically, just confirm your bed's a bitch.
Well, it's my bed, so that goes without saying.
Yes, that's true. Alright. Kink shaming. I mean, the thing is, yes, please continue to kink shame. Because Griffin is literally the king of kink shame.
I mean,
And yet he
You're not even-
somehow manages to bring it out for other people. You know,
like, here's the thing.
phrasing,
like-
I guess.
I have a general policy of to each their own. That doesn't mean I'm not gonna stop and ask, what the fuck? Like, with
Wait.
my initial understanding of what it is people are talking about.
Oh yeah, like, what the fuck? People have sex? Why?
I mean, you said what, Griffin? Twitch their own?
Yeah, to each their own. It basically means
to-
like,
Oh, to each their own. Okay,
Yeah.
I was like, to Twitch their own what?
Oh my.
would you get your mind out of the gutter, you French?
Would you get your mind out of the gutter? You're French.
Again, Monde de Merde.
Yeah.
That's my nickname for France from now on.
Wow.
Monde de merde. Well, I mean, you're not wrong.
To be fair, that's not just France. That's the world in general.
Yeah, kinda.
Yeah,
Just a bit.
kinda. Yeah.
Yeah.
Feel free to subtitle that, by the way. Oh God.
Also, for reference, what Anton Denai said about Vendetta Quixote.
Hmm.
This was actually a role play thing that I did with him and Jojo.
Ah.
Yeah,
Ah.
I created a character with this name.
Jesus. Have you been role playing with my child?
I did.
Well,
And cue up that kink shame counter, Merity.
The
well.
cage counter is off the roof. No.
Like, how many counters are we gonna like have retroactively put in this thing? Like a listen counter, a kink shame counter, a Merity throwing shit counter.
Fucking okay.
And they're all broken now.
Yeah.
Oh,
Now
there's
it's
so
not
many.
going
I mean, at least twice now.
You broke it.
You broke it. No.
Oh God.
I mean, this has been a
Uh-oh.
productive stream so far. What?
What did you have in mind?
Oh,
An
Oh.
ass hope counter as well, definitely.
definitely. All right.
I'm afraid to ask, Anton.
Spell out your ass hopes and dreams.
No, no. That is not allowed.
You say that.
Don't listen to Pinger.
Then why did you bring him into the fucking stream?
You know what? Good point. Good point. Good fucking point. Pinger, get your bitch ass out. Okay.
Never.
Alright. Let's see.
Pinger is love. Pinger is life.
I
Oh,
beg.
no.
You know, without context, that sounds really bad.
Pinger
Although
is
not too terribly far from the truth.
Pinger is love. Pinger is life.
It's life.
Oops. I love how I say oops and you guys go silent. Awesome. Thanks for coming in here and being the fucking distraction when I fuck up. Awesome.
Yay!
Griffin. Griffin.
Yes.
Griffin.
That's the name. Don't wear it out.
I will wear it out however I please.
Phrasing.
I will wear out your name. You better cover your ass. God damn, I can't even keep a fucking straight face anymore.
Like, Merity has gotta be, like, red as a tomato by now.
I mean, you know, I like Merity's voice acting, but I'm not quite sure it's on that level just yet.
Yes. Shout out to red as a tomato.
Awesome VA, awesome person.
Yes.
Love you, Jane! Okay. I don't think she's gonna be watching my videos, but...
I, honest to God, would love to meet the Rocher Hotel crew at some point.
Well, you've met some of them, sort of, anyway.
Oh, yeah, but, like... Oh, man.
I would love to meet the Rocher Hotel crew, because I miss
Yeah,
them.
I mean, yeah, you got all the cool friends.
I do have all the cool friends, including here in call with me.
Aww.
Yeah. Yeah.
Anyway.
Nico Nico nya.
Oh, no. Beep, beep, no.
That one was you, Merity.
Oh god. Okay. I think I have made pretty decent progress on this today, and we've had a very successful test of the system, so to speak. Again,
Definitely.
thank you to everyone who has decided to donate and help out today. I actually really appreciate it. I hope you
Yeah.
guys are happy with your sketches as a result of that. I'm going to see if I can try to do something like this more regularly. I don't know exactly how many times, say, a month I'll be able to do it. But the good news is that the plan is to start streaming regularly starting August 6th with the anniversary celebration of putting content on my channel. About 9 years ago, as of August 6th or 7th, one of those 2 days, I started uploading videos, Let's Play primarily, to my channel, and so why not return to streaming on the anniversary celebration?
Yeah.
So,
Yeah.
Yeah, we're gonna have a lot of cool folks on here. There's gonna be Lorelai, of course. There's gonna be me.
wait, I'm gonna be there? Who said anything about that?
Spoilers.
There's gonna be me. There's gonna be Griffin. There is hopefully going to be JoJo joining us. I believe Pinger is going to be joining us again. There are going to be several of the gold member tier patrons who will be joining me in the call. There is a chance of some other individuals, other friends joining in as well. I'm going to be asking around to see who all is available. But we're going to be playing the Jackbox Party Pack games.
Yay!
Yay!
I don't know exactly how long it's going to be. It's going to be maybe 2 to 3 hours, maybe longer. I know I've covered all of this in my video, but anyway. Well, I mean, yeah, you will be able to catch it exactly. You will be able to catch it on YouTube. The entire thing will be uploaded. Plus, at some point, it will be condensed down into a highlight video, courtesy of the lovely Pinger.
All right, me.
Yee. So Pinger's going to be helping me out with that, hopefully to make it a little bit more easily digestible instead of having to sit there for 2 to 3 hours at a time.
Yeah.
Yes.
Glad you enjoyed, Chris.
But I'm looking forward to that. I am looking forward to streaming regularly. I am looking forward to doing more like what we did today, where you get to see progress on work that is going to be going up on the channel at some point, and like sketch requests and things along those lines. I'm also going to be playing games. I have actually a few games that I've got queued. I'm going to keep those as a surprise for now, but the August 6th one will be the Jackbox one. After that, who knows? For a second, I thought you were going to go into the Doctor Who theme.
I'm not that much of a dork.
Yes, you are. Oh, golly. All
On
right.
that delightful note.
Oh, yes. But this has been a lot of fun. Thank you guys all for turning out today. I really appreciate you guys coming here and your support, even just being here to comment and chat with me and to hang out, to witness me as I do things on the internet.
I still love that shirt. Witness me.
And for those of you who want to support me, obviously there is the donate button or donate link underneath the stream here today. You can also check out my Patreon if you like what I'm doing and you want to support it on a regular basis. There is also a link in the social tab there. Just in general, you know, like supporting me just by being here, commenting, watching my videos, letting me know what you think, and making suggestions. I can't guarantee that I will follow through with every suggestion, but I love hearing people's feedbacks. I don't know why I clapped. No! Stop
Yes.
it! No! Anyway,
You deserve it.
aw, you're a sweet little ass hope. Anyway.
Thank you.
Did to cover your ass. Why'd it turn into Danny DeVito?
I don't know.
I'm the trash man. I eat garbage.
All right, champ.
All right. But thank you guys all for coming out today, and I look forward to, well, hopefully getting to see you guys on Monday, but I'm looking forward to being able to get into the streaming thing. We love you too, Merity.
Yeah.
All right, you guys have a lovely afternoon, evening, morning, whatever time of day it is for you. I hope you have a perfect one.
Take care, everyone.
Take care.